Hello and welcome back everyone to a new video, and I hope you liked my previous video in which I have covered very comprehensively the dynamics which are emerging in India-China relations. Today's video is going to be a bit different, and we are going to talk about state of India's economy. We know that a lot of things are happening around the world and which is causing an impact on India's economy. We are going to discuss all those things. So first of all, let's understand what is the present scenario of India's economy. So India's economy is almost standing at 3.2 trillion and it has become the fifth largest economy after leaving behind UK, the United Kingdom. हमने उनको भी पीछे छोड़ दिया जो कि हमारे colonial masters थे, which was a good thing. But we cannot say they are not bad things. There are a lot of disparities which are there. India has one of the largest number of billionaires. It has almost 124 billionaires after US, China, Germany and India. But we can see there are a lot of things which are bad according to Oxfam report. Almost 10% of the people in India, they have almost 50% of the wealth. इसका मतलब wealth का concentration भी बहुत ज़्यादा है कुछ लोगों के पास, and it shows there are disparities. I think we need to work on all those things. So having said that, I think first of all we should discuss the negative things which are there in India's economy and the global scenario which is there and which is impacting the India's economy. We know that recently two events has happened which has shaped the entire world and which is causing an impact on the world. The first event was Russia-Ukraine war and the COVID-19 pandemic, जिसकी वजह से the entire world economy got destabilized. So this is the thing. Apart from that, अभी के टाइम पे because of Russia-Ukraine war, we know that the prices of fuel, prices of food and also the fertilizers has increased, which is causing huge devastation, especially in the developing world. We are able to see inflation. Inflation का मतलब होता है महंगाई. हमारी कंट्री में महंगाई बढ़ रही है, and also हमारा जो import cost है, because if we talk about India's example, India का we are dependent for almost 80% of oil import, and oil is very important for a country's economy. Oil transport में और काफ़ी सारी चीज़ों में इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, and that's why it is also causing another thing which is high fiscal deficit and current account deficit. And many of the economists have suggested that this is the twin deficit which India's economy is facing right now. Here is another important thing which has been caused by the Russia-Ukraine war, because there was inflation happening around the world. So many of the global banks of different countries like USA, Europe, they have started to increase, or they have started to aggressive tightening in their economy. इसका मतलब होता है they have started increasing the rate which they provide for lending money, the central banks. और उसकी वजह से हो क्या रहा था कि the people they thought कि that investment is comparatively very much stable, so they have started pulling out money from developing countries like India, and because of that we are also seeing a crunch of investment, and this is leading to one more problem, one very important problem. We all are aware of this thing. The value of rupee is also declining at the same time. अभी हमने देखा था almost 80 rupees से ज़्यादा हमारा जो रुपये का वैल्यू था वो हो गया था, which was also cunning, and गवर्नमेंट काफ़ी criticism भी इसकी वजह से मिल रहा था. A very important thing which is there in a country, I think it's also very important, which is need to discuss. I think is macroeconomic destability which is there. Macroeconomic stability का मतलब क्या होता है? When there is monetary and fiscal stability in the country, when the central bank and the government are kind of stabilizing the monetary and the fiscal stability. So that is also important. हम इंडिया में देख रहे हैं ये सब भी instable हो रहा है, because India has huge fiscal deficit, especially after the COVID-19, and at the same time monetary policy में भी we are able to see कि जो हमारा RBI है, जब RBI की monetary policy committee है, वो कहीं ना कहीं they are not feeling good about the inflation which is happening. They are also they have breached the target which they have set for the inflation. 6% से inflation बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया था. This was also a thing. अब जरा कोविड-19 के बारे में बात करते हैं, बिकॉज उसकी वजह से जो हमारा आज का इकॉनमी है बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट हुआ था. वी नो दैट आफ्टर द कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक our economy got devastated. हमने देखा कि हमारी इकॉनमी का डाउनफॉल हुआ था बहुत ज़्यादा. The GDP growth rate was almost down to 6.7%. Apart from that, there was also rise in the poverty and unemployment. हमने देखा था कि हमारी कंट्री में there were a lot of reports which were showing that इंडिया में poverty और unemployment बढ़ गया है. Millions of people were pushed out pushed into the poverty. And उसकी वजह से एक और important concept होता है जो emerge हुआ, that is there was this decrease in the purchasing power of the people, right? Because there was very less jobs, and at the same time जो विशियस साइकिल होता है इकोनॉमी का वो स्टार्ट हो गया. इसका मतलब क्या होता है, जब लोगों को परचेसिंग पावर कम है तो डेफिनेटली इकोनॉमी में डिमांड कम होने वाला है. सो नो मैटर व्हाट, आप कितना भी इन्वेस्टमेंट कर लीजिए, डिमांड कम है तो उसका कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा. कंपनीज आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट प्रॉफिट, एंड उसकी वजह से इट इज गोइंग टू डिसइंसेंटिवाइज कंपनीज टू इन्वेस्ट मोर, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम. बिकॉज इसकी वजह से एक विशियस साइकिल स्टार्ट हो जाता है जो इसी को ही लीड करता है. फिर क्योंकि कंपनीज जो है वो अपने जो जॉब्स है उसमें कट करेंगे, वो अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को बाहर निकालते हैं बिकॉज इन्वेस्टमेंट कम हो रहा है, बिकॉज देयर इज लेस डिमांड. सो ये भी हमारी कंट्री में देखने को हमें मिला. ऑलराइट, हैविंग टॉक्ड अबाउट ऑल द नेगेटिव थिंग्स व्हिच आर देयर इन आवर country, now let's talk about what policy options Indian government has and what are the positive things which are there in our country. Because definitely India is standing at a position where we have the potential to emerge as the third largest economy in the world. So first of all, I think the biggest factor of our achievement can be our population. India has this huge market, right? A lot of country want to have a good relation with India because of our market, and that market जो इतना ज़्यादा population है हमारा, वो एक बड़ा market बनाता है, और उसी की वजह से it makes India as an attractive investment destination, जिसमें जो countries हैं वो invest करना चाहती है अपना पैसा. उसके अलावा there is also domestic demand. If any entrepreneur in a country want to do business, कंट्री में ही इतना डिमांड है कि they can grow. So domestic demand की वजह से भी हमारी कंट्री बहुत आगे बढ़ सकती है. Apart from that, there is another very important thing, which is demography of India. We know that almost 65% of our population is below 35 years of age. Almost 50% of the population is below 25 years of age. और इसका मतलब क्या है, हमारी जो population है, it is very young, and we know that young people are filled with hot blood and they have this eagerness to do the work. ये भी हमारी इकोनॉमी में ग्रोथ लेके आ सकता है. एंड वी हैव सीन द सिमिलर केस इन चाइना में भी यही चीज हुआ था, एंड चाइना बिकेम वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब अराउंड द वर्ल्ड. उसके अलावा जो एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज है, इट इज द प्रेजेंट geopolitical scenario which is there. We know that after the belligerent rise of China, जो हमने लास्ट क्लास में डिस्कस किया था, we have seen the last video, उसकी वजह से वेस्ट और चाइना के रिलेशंस उतने अच्छे नहीं हैं. So we are predicting, man, the scholars are predicting, can when China are having a bad relation with USA or the Western countries, so उनकी जो companies चाइना में वर्क करती थी, that can pull out from China and can come to other developing countries like India or Vietnam. And because India में इतनी population है, यहाँ पे आना एक बहुत लाजमी है, and it is going to help our country also. Where our government is also trying to build a good relation with the like-minded countries such as UAE or the European countries like France, Germany, UK and USA, and also Japan. We cannot forget Japan. Japan is also very important for our geopolitical interest. So in the end, I just want to highlight what thing we can do in order to make this demography into a dividend, how we can realize the potential of our demographic dividend. I think the most important role, I think government has to play a very important role, because we have seen our country has this potential, but कहीं ना कहीं हमारी country में जो problem है, such as manufacturing sector में, we are very behind from many of the countries. हमारा manufacturing sector इतना robust नहीं है. We are not able to produce for ourselves. हम देख सकते हैं कि we are very much dependent for manufacturing goods from China and for software and other high advanced good from USA or European countries. हम देखते हैं Facebook, Google, Microsoft, हम उन्हीं का ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं. और अगर manufacturing goods की बात करें तो चाइना पे हम बहुत ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट हैं. इसलिए हमारा जो ट्रेड डेफिसिट है वो भी ऑलमोस्ट 100 बिलियन के करीब पहुंच चुका है. सो आई थिंक गवर्नमेंट को बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करना पड़ेगा. इट हैज़ टू डन सम स्ट्रक्चरल रिफॉर्म्स इन द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर, सो दैट जो आत्मनिर्भर भारत, सेल्फ रिलायंट इंडिया की हम सिर्फ बात करते हैं वो रियलिटी बन सके. एंड आफ्टर दैट आई थिंक डेफिनेटली हमारे कंट्री में जो जॉब्स का क्रिएशन है वो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा. एंड ऑल्सो इट इज़ गोइंग टू इंक्रीज द एक्सपोर्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया. अगर हमारे एक्सपोर्ट्स बढ़ेंगे तो हमारा जो BOP है, बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट है, दैट इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू इम्प्रूव. एंड जो to sum up all the things, the last thing which I want to tell you, I think we have to focus to build our own economic capabilities. Then only I think we can, we are talking about India's role as a major economic power, a superpower. If we want to become a superpower, we have to develop our own economy. So I hope you like this video, and if you did, you can like my video, you can share this video to your friends and the people who are preparing for some government exams, and you can also subscribe to my channel. Till then, bye bye.